Have you ever thought about how your feet could possibly cause headaches? As a chiropractor, I take care of lots of patients with headaches. And the first thing we look for is obviously the upper cervical spine. The upper cervical spine has more nerve endings in it per gram of tissue than any other part of your body. And it's a very, very common place for headaches to start. But what keeps the upper cervical spine aligned? If you think of your spine like a foundational structure, like your house sits on a foundation. If that foundation isn't perfectly level, then the doors and the windows in your house don't shut properly. And you could replace the doors and windows, but that doesn't do anything about the new doors and windows that are on the same foundation. So when people come in our office, what we'll look at is to see if their pelvis is level. And the pelvis will be level or unlevel based on the length of the legs. There are two types of leg length inequalities, as we call them, or leg length differences. There are functional leg length issues where you have rotation of the pelvis or offsets of the SI joints that cause the legs to shift. That's an adjustment that's easy to fix. In other cases, and commonly in scoliosis, we will see actual leg length differences where the bones grew at different rates from the hip capsule all the way down to the floor. The way we fix that is with a foot lift. And a foot lift is a really good way to stick something inside your shoe and shim up the cabinet. So if you think of it just like a cabinet, if I put a shim under a cabinet, it levels that off and I can get it perfectly on the bubble. We do the same thing with x-rays and foot lifts. So this foot lift is 6 millimeters thick, but this foot lift is to level her pelvis off so that now her foundation is even, so her neck doesn't tilt when she walks. So hopefully you're already seeing a chiropractor if you have headaches. But one thing that they should look at is if they're not looking at the foundation, you should have them look at your leg length and see if you need a foot lift to help balance out your occiput and your skull. If you enjoyed this video, click the link below for more content just like it.